Hello everybody and welcome back to some more modded Enter the Gungeon. Today we are going to come and try out what I believe is called Manic Theatre Mode. Let's jump in. Would you indulge us with a comedy? Let's go. Manic Theatre Mode enabled. So if I remember this mode correctly, this is a mode basically that makes us into the Shade on steroids. We die in a single hit, I believe, but we also kill everything else in a single hit, apart from maybe bosses. I might be wrong about that, but that's what I remember about it off the bat. We'll find out when we get into the run. Either way, as I always say at the start of these episodes, please make sure to leave a like on the episode. It helps out a ton, as well as leaving a comment. And if you do not know what to comment, do manic in all caps. That sounds like a good one to go for. And then, of course, subscribe if you're enjoying this, as well as Mugenics. You guys better be watching my Mugenics content. I am so into that game right now. My God, I don't shut up about it. Of course, you know how into it I am. Either way. Let's jump into the run and see. Put on a show. So I decided to play as the bullet here because, yeah, here we go. So you can see my health is super low. I decided to play as the bullet here because the bullet having contact immunity is the main reason. But having the sword is also quite valuable. But contact immunity seemed really valuable. As you can see, everything dies in one hit, which is interesting because, you know, let's just open that straight away. What is this thing? What the hell? What is this thing? This absolute unit of a junkin sustains himself on a solitary diet of raw junk. A true junkatarian. You can see him flex inside your pockets and he's asking you for more protein, more powder, more junk. His arms are so buff that he might even protect you from harm if you build, if he has enough bulk up. Interesting. 5% damage for each junk, and every 2 junk gives you 1 armor. Okay, so realistically, that's not super strong for us, but the 5% damage per junk is pretty decent. We'll take this. But yeah, we're realistically looking for actually really high fire rate, long range weaponry. A lot of other stuff isn't going to matter. Realistically as well, actually, we could whack our curse up really high. Or put all jam mode on with this, and that'd be really, really good for us to gain money. It's just going to be quite hard to live, you know? It's very hard to make it to the actual next area where we find the beggar. But we're only about a couple of hundred off of finishing the beggar right now. But yeah, the trank gun is a good gun for us right now, especially the scope that we just got is actually incredible. It's a 60% reduction in our spread, which means killing things at range, even if our guns are less accurate, we're not going to have to deal with it as much, which is huge for us right now. Absolutely huge for us. But yeah, blobs, stuff like that, making the contact immunity just so much more necessary. But yeah, this is a weird game mode, and it's definitely more of a kind of like niche mode that isn't something you'd play a lot, but it's kind of a nice little fun one-off, once every now and again kind of mode. But the big benefit, like I said, is it just really flips on its head what's valuable and what isn't. You're going to be changing what weapons you want and what items you want a lot. There are so many things that I can picture that would be really, really good. I remember there's this one item from one of the mods that like adds a spread. Oh my God, another chest. It adds like a spreading curse. Basically, an enemy will be cursed when you enter a room. I'm not activating that. Hell no. An enemy will be cursed when you enter a room. And then after that, if it dies near another enemy, it'll spread that curse to another enemy and it does damage over time. That damage over time would kill in a single hit. So that could be really, really good. Blue chest I'll leave there for now. I don't know how much things I'm going to end up junking. The 5% damage, now that I think about it, actually doesn't matter at all. So unfortunately, there's going to be a few items here and there, like that junk one, that don't make a lick of difference to the run. Having extra damage, although, like I said, I don't think we insta-kill bosses. So it might be useful for the bosses. What we got here? Cyclone boots. I don't know what cyclone boots do, but potentially could be good. I'm guessing they beef up our roll in some way or another. That could be kind of nice. They're only 35, so we'll see what we end up with by the end of the floor. But that might be worthwhile. But yeah, whacking our curse up pretty high is not a bad idea this run. But I don't want to take the curse shrine, because if we get a cursed weapon, I'd like to be able to take it without Lord of the Gem showing up, you know? But yeah, let's see if the boss dies in one hit or not. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, I'm going to say, we do seem to do a lot more damage, though. That is clear. We do seem to be doing a lot more damage. Unless I'm just completely missing the mark here. Maybe we don't do more damage, but I feel like we do. Trying my best to play this safely, but also trying to gain more damage on him. It's not a good idea to doing what I'm doing. I've realized that. It's really not a good idea. But if I can get some extra hits on him here and there. There you go. And the flawless obviously isn't going to matter either here. Hopefully we get a key. We did get a key, lovely. Gunslinger's Ashes is actually a pretty decent weapon for us here. Okay. Unfortunately, chest, I'm going to junk you. Unless I can find a secret room. Let's see if we can quickly secure a secret room. Doubtful it's in here. The other chest room is far more plausible, but it's one of those chest... Okay, this is one of those chest rooms that's a little hard to work out. Wow, do you know, I actually love the idea of a sell creep early on. Honestly, let's sell the junk item. It's obviously a good item, but it holds no value for us. It holds absolutely no value for us. And then weaponry-wise, I'll sell the pipe launcher. We're not going to be using that. We've seen that before as well. So we've got some decent stuff here. We can take that ammo on the trank gun, I guess. I'm going to keep out my Gunslinger's Ashes. Gunslinger's Ashes is going to be good because we can sort of set it and forget it. We can fire and then let it do its thing. I will buy the Cyclone Boots and see what they do. I'll also buy another key here. Let's see what these do. Dodge rolling releases a magical gust of wind that pushes all enemies around you back. That's actually pretty useful. Magical wind is stored in the boots themselves and feels oddly tickly on your toes. That's actually pretty useful. I like the idea of that. Being able to push enemies away is going to be rather nice. I'll crack this open. That's a great weapon for us here. Brick Breaker is amazing. And we should probably go to the oubliette, to be honest. Where's our fireplace room? There you go. Let's take it to the oubliette. Unfortunately, our water barrel's all the way over here, which is slightly annoying. Alright, stop right there. Keep it going. Barrel, stop it. There you go. Ah, you bastard. There you go. Okay, cool. It's actually attached to this room, which I don't think I've ever seen happen before. That's wild. Anyways, we'll go down here. The Brick Breaker is a fantastic weapon for us because it has piercing. Anything with piercing is going to be incredible. And the fact that it has bouncy on top of that is just a cherry on top. This is a very, very strong weapon for us. Of course, our sword is still very, very valuable for just making sure we stay alive. So I will be keeping my sword as a backup ready to go. But the Brick Breaker is going to be our main weapon of choice here because it's going to be able to clear out rooms insanely quickly. My only worry or concern with it, realistically, is that it's going to add visual clutter, which is obviously problematic. Oh, there you go. There's the rolling into enemies to knock them away. Oh, little mushroom boy stuck against the wall. Poor fella. Poor fella. Yes, I was hoping I could immediately just blast them all into the pit there. We got a thingy here. Just quickly check for a mimic. Honestly, if it was a mimic in this room, we'd be kind of screwed, so I'm glad it wasn't. Ah, lovely. I'm certainly going to make some mistakes, and I might have an early death here. But we'll hope for the best. But as you can see, this weapon, incredible for us. I honestly don't know what to expect in this room, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fire into the abyss and hope for the best. Good, good. Yeah, the Pupulon, sorry, is not to be trifled with. That a Cubulon over there? Yes, it is, I'm pretty sure. All good. That room was kind of sketchy because we obviously couldn't really see everything that was coming at us. We cleared it okay. Flight is also going to be quite nice as well if we can get flight. Obviously, no guarantee of getting flight at all, but that would be really nice so we can stand in areas that are safer more often. Good thing about the bouncy weapons as well is this game has basically what is smart bounce, essentially meaning that when something bounces off a wall, it doesn't follow the exact trajectory it should. It instead follows a trajectory that is more likely to have it hit an enemy. Increases damage by 25% obviously doesn't matter for us. It's a great item, but sadly not great for us. Open this up. Aha! This is very good. Poisons enemies who come too close. A gungeon pepper soaked in pickling brine until it turns bright green in colour. The noxious vapours from this delicacy is enough to dissolve your foes from the inside out. Really good. Basically, we now have an aura around us where stuff will just die if it comes too close, which could be problematic depending on the radius. I wanna check what the radius is on that. Okay, it's actually very close. We should be fine. I was a little worried because obviously, like, explosive enemies getting too close would cause a problem. Oh man, I managed to find a secret room by rolling there, which is interesting and not what I would have expected. Nice. What we got here? This thing knocks around enemies and propels all... Oh, okay, we've seen this before. Unfortunately, not the greatest of weapons for our current scenario, I don't think. I also want to try out the Gunslinger's Ashes a little bit as well, because that should be pretty good. If we pop into this room here and pull that out. Yeah, because this is what I mean. We can just fire it off and it'll just idly start shooting things for us, which is really nice. Beautiful. Yeah, you can see as well, like, ammo efficiency is crazy high for us right now. I do wish that the hearts that drop on the floor be replaced by HP in this mode. By money in this mode. That would be quite nice. I'm just gonna walk all the way around. I'm not trusting myself to fall in a pit by stupidity. We got ourselves this. Actually, that's pretty good. We can't get hit, so these are literally permanent until we die, which is very, very nice. I'm going to wait and bide my time here and try my best to not hit these things. I'm going to do the same again here. There you go. That actually worked out pretty well waiting there. I was a bit worried because we had a bouncy weapon that would end up hitting that and taking ourselves out. So I think actually we want to be going with the Blasphemy for safety. I'm hoping we don't get the mushroom guy here. We didn't good. But we want to be firing out these dudes just to basically take care of business for us from a distance. When we don't feel like in danger, we can pop this gun out and let it do some shots. Not literally like shots, everybody. But you know what I mean. I'm a little too close to this guy right now, which worries me. I think what I need to focus on more than anything is timing my strikes with my sword, not actually dealing damage. I don't need to be firing as quick as I can to deal damage. I need to be making sure to time my sword swings so that I get maximum destroyed bullets. There you go. I think we're doing about 50% more damage to bosses, something like that, if that's what it feels like. Wow. This is a submachine gun. Beautiful. Okay. The Goopy Heart is heal on blobs, which doesn't help us. The submachine gun fires harmless sandwiches that have a chance to permacharm enemies equal to twice the percent of the health they have, with enemies at 50% health or less being 100% susceptible to charm. Enemies are fully healed upon being charmed. Can be eaten when out of ammo to restore. That's a brilliant idea. Calling this object a gun is a stretch of the definition of the word, but to its absolute limits. But it's evidently scrapes by just enough to get a pass from both the legal system and the breach's marketing division. Even so, the gun doesn't seem particularly useful as a conventional firearm. The good thing about this is it actually will work as a regular... Dude, it's got the Minecraft eating sound. That reload is genuinely fantastic. I adore that. That's so good. Okay, so we've made it through 2 floors so far. We're doing pretty well. What we should definitely be doing here, and I should have done it on that last floor, is checking the shop for glass stones. Because if we can get to around 8, which is pretty hard to do without another shrine, but if we can get ourselves to around 8, we have contact immunity and a very good shield against bullets. There's a few items that I can think of that on regular runs aren't amazing, but on this run would be very, very good. Something like the... I forget what it's called now. The shield. Oh, we got a backrooms entrance here. The shield. What's it called? There's a shield that you can like put above your head to not take any damage. That'd be really good because, by the way, backrooms is right here if you didn't see it. With that, we'd be able to actually. Oh god. We'd be able to actually just sit there and let enemies get poisoned by coming to us. It doesn't last forever, but it'd be pretty goddamn useful. Okay, there's a key guy. Don't rush for him. He's important, but not like end all be all. We got him. We're going to want to make sure to get ammo for this thing soon as well if we can. Okay, shop really early on. I love to see that. And the shop. Table tech money, it'll probably pay for itself over the course of the run. It's 60 though, which is quite expensive. I'm going to Nah, I'm just going to buy it. I'm just going to buy it. I think it'll pay itself off by the end of the run. Just got to remember to actually use it. We do have a glass Guanstone in here as well. And we do also have ammo in here too. So, lots of good stuff. Again, key guy. It's nice to get him, but it's not end-all, be-all. It's all about actually staying alive here. I did not see that other ghost. That was quite sketchy. Hey, ammo. Double ammo. Okay. Don't exactly need the double ammo, but thank you. I'm very worried about falling in a pit, to be honest. I could easily see myself making a mistake like that, and it would be devastating. Kind of forgot I don't have to worry about blobs. They just can't deal contact damage to me, and they will just die by being near me, so they work out pretty well. Enemies that can shoot us from a distance off-screen, like snipers, are probably our biggest concern. Accidentally dying to a mimic as well is a big concern I have. I really don't want to accidentally die to a mimic. That would be tragic. I do think enemies have faster bullet speed as well, by the way, from what I'm noticing. Not 100% on that, but it feels like they do. We got ourselves a gold amulet. Gold amulet is very, very good. If we can find a way to get more regular blanks, anything that can produce mini blanks or anything, that's going to insta-kill the entire room. So, that's really nice. I can't believe we got Brick Breaker, though. Brick Breaker, for one, it fires turtle shells, which just I have an affinity to, obviously. But the fact that it's just so good in this mode is incredible. Anything piercing is great. Anything bouncy is great, and this has both. Yeah, all good. More ammo for this thing. Thank you. I'm liking these single wave rooms as well. That's rather nice. Like I said, what I'm hoping for now is a defensive active item. The defensive active item would be very nice. Ah, I did not mean to use that blank there. I literally fat-fingered it. My bad. Ooh. Greek Fire's a great weapon for us, actually. And Kershula Shop as well. What we got here? We got the Rabbit's Foot. Don't know what that does. We got Gorgon's Eye. Gorgon's Eye stuns enemies while you're looking directly at them. It's pretty good. Interesting. Active grants 1.5 chaos on use and gives a unique Guanstone. Well, I definitely want this. This is very good. I will see if I can afford that. Ah, bollocks. I didn't expect it to be another shop. Although, to be fair, I was just about to say I don't think anything here is very good. The Radiant Coil would be insane. Holy shit, that gun would be mental right now. Absolutely mental. There's almost no way we're affording that without a cell creep, though. Right. So, first things first, Greek Fire is really good. So, I'll go through the description of this shortly, but it lays down a lot of fire. Needs a blank there, my bad. It lays down a lot of fire. I don't have any blanks left. Shit. I tried to use a blank there and didn't have one. But the fire is going to be really good on regular rooms, because obviously enemies are just going to... Huh? Huh? I did not... Oh, okay. I was going to say there must have been a bullet that got to me, but I didn't see it. Okay, we'll go for another run. That was quite fun, but unfortunate that we lost that, especially not being able to use that Gorgon's Gaze thing we just got. Yeah, I just didn't see that bullet at all. And that, honestly, the reason I died there is because I fat-fingered a blank. If I hadn't have fat-fingered that blank, I'd have had a second blank ready for that moment, and I didn't have one. I fat-fingered it. God damn it. Either way, let's jump in again. But you see what I mean? How it really, really changes what you value and what weapons and items present themselves as being, like, super, super good for you. Obviously, I probably would have been better off if I'd have just stuck with my sword during that fight, to be honest. Being able to destroy shots is incredibly important in this mode. But also dealing damage. But that was a very good run. I'm a little bit peeved that we didn't get to go to those back rooms there. That was a shame to see them and not be able to go to them, but we'll find them again. We'll find them again. I was interested to see what that little jar did with the unique Guanstone. Because I don't know if it means unique to that item or like as in a random Guanstone. Because if it was... Well, either or, to be fair. With all the glass Guanstones we had, pairing it with that would be really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the enemies have faster bullet speed. I'm not 100% on that, but it feels faster. I'm not playing in turbo mode, so... Imagine this in turbo mode, though. That'd be kind of wild. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing certain things, because there's just so many guns and items that are going to be so good in this mode that you wouldn't otherwise think of being amazing. There's... I can't remember the item's name. That was a D tier one that, like, random intervals damages the entire room for, like, a tiny bit of damage. I think it's Prussian Blue. That item would be god tier in this mode. Normally makes almost zero impact on a run, but it could be absolutely god tier. I love the idea of that. I just love it. I think it's a really, really cool concept for a mode. That was close. Okay, so brown chests I actually think are pretty good. Okay, I had to try it just in case. Cigarettes kill, kids. Cigarettes kill. I had to do the meme. I had to do the meme. Just instantly kill myself. It's just funny. I just... For some reason, part of me said, nah, cigarettes won't kill you. What is this? Chance to freeze enemies. Oh, this is... It's a great item, but it's got this weird issue. You'll see it. Basically, it freezes time when you kill things sometimes, which sounds really good in practice, but on occasion, it will make it so that when the next wave of enemies spawns in and it freezes time, they'll spawn in a really peculiar way that makes it very, very hard to know where they're about to spawn in, which I think will end up being our demise this run, but let's figure it out, shall we, and see what happens. I miss scope. I miss having my accuracy at range. That was so nice. Honestly, that first run was so good. I'm very upset at myself for taking damage to the Amaconda, but I suppose Amaconda's a pretty hard boss in general. You see what I mean? Look at that. Like, it's stupid. It makes this item so much worse than it would otherwise be. Wow, we got this gun again. This gun is genuinely useless because it's one of those guns where it benefits from, like, doing high base damage, but it's got a big charge up. Big charge ups are useless for us. We do not want big charge up. Honestly, something like, what's it called? The fossilized gun would be incredible too. Set everything ablaze. One tick of fire damage will kill everything. Future Flaw, do you know what? Future Flaw's kind of sketch, to be fair, but it does have extra chests. Let's just provisionally do it now. We might not even be able to get there with the key situation we have currently going on, so we'll see. Yeah, look at that. It's not always a problem. It's not always a problem, but it could be a big problem. It just throws a bit of a spanner into the works, if you know what I mean. It kind of makes things a little less predictable in certain scenarios, especially if, like, you don't see them you don't see the little thing appear initially, because then you could end up like not seeing it and walk directly into where the enemy spawns and kill yourself straight away, which obviously wouldn't be ideal. Two good chests this floor, though. Where art thou, shop? Is the shop through here? That's weird. You don't see that very often. Wow! I thought I killed that guy. My bad. Okay, so we're not gonna die to the freezing time. issue anyways. Off we go again, off to the races. Yeah, that first run just went so well, and now it's starting to fall off a little bit. But all it takes is one good gun to get us back in the swing of things again. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was terrible. Oh my goodness. Roll it back. Right, off again we go. Just gotta get past this initial first bit. I think honestly the first floor is the hardest bit because you have the least to work with. Dude, that dual wielder there scared the bejeebus out of me. The loss in accuracy is actually affecting me so much more than I thought it would. One bow, and there's one more guy right over here somewhere. Yep, there you are. Cool. Already got 2 keys this run, which is very, very nice to see. I'm always scared when an enemy spawns and I go to swing it straight away that it's going to be a grenade and I just blow myself up. Oh, I love a room with just 2 big enemies. Precious. See, like with the accuracy, I would have hit him there. We're not going to the jungle because I just blew up the thingy. My bad. A poison. I love it. The plunger would also be really, really good. I'm trying to think of modded weapons that would be, like, insanely good. The needler, if that's what it's called. One that fires a ton of bullets that do tiny amounts of damage. That'd be really, really good. Honestly, brown chests are so much more valuable. I'm still going to hold off and see what my other chest is first. But brown chests are so much more valuable because there's so many low damage, high fire rate guns out there that could be good in vanilla and in modded. Basically, we want high tier passives, low tier weapons, realistically. That's kind of the situation we're in here. Anything that, like, scatter shot or anything that's going to increase the amount of projectiles is incredibly good for us. Back this way we go. I sure hope we get some decent shops. Shops could help us out a ton. Ah, man. Shop. See, alien sidearm's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know what... I was going to say I'll buy the key. I'll see if there's another NPC on the floor first. There is a chance. There is a chance. The double brown chest. Damn it. Opened the wrong one. Okay, I'm actually going to go and open up the other brown chest because we know it's a weapon. See, now this thing... Interesting. Probably not the best of weapons for us to use because it's going to be really hard to accurately hit the enemy. Do you know what? Nah. On a boss especially, it's not a good idea overall. It's especially not a good idea on a boss. It is doing crazy good damage though, I will say. There you go. Absolutely destroyed. A regular shotgun. We got a synergy for it too. What does the heavy boot synergy do? Iron stance. Don't know what that synergy does, you know. Does it tell us here? Iron stance increases damage, knockback, shot speed. The decreased reload speed and increased shot speed is very nice. We will take those. Right. Excuse me. Where the fuck my water barrel? Why is it all the way over here? What the hell? Oh, bugger. Buggering shit stains. There you go. Cool. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, regular shotgun's going to be really nice for us here. Only caveat to it is it's not going to be the most ammo efficient ever. Wow, that's a lot of poison. Well, let's go down. Yeah, that right angle gun is kind of a meme gun. Like, it's good, but its main benefit is it shoots at a right angle for a trade-off of increased damage, and we're not reaping the benefits. So realistically, it's just a mediocre gun with a massive downside in this game mode. So it's probably not really worth using. The shotgun, obviously, really good because it's firing a spread of shots, so we can kill multiple enemies with one shot. It does, unfortunately, not have any piercing or bounce, but hopefully down the line. But there you go, look at that. One shot killed them all. I do not like these barrels. They fire bullets at me and I'm scared. Yeah. This is what we want. Unfortunately, sometimes an enemy is going to eat all the pellets before another pellet hits an enemy past it. I couldn't quite remember if I got the timing right on that there. Holy fucking shit! Do you want to fire any faster? My god, there was no time to react there. Back at the start. Damn shame that was. Damn shame. That was just an unfortunate modded room. That's going to be a lot of the deaths on challenges like this when you're playing as the Shade or anything where you can't take a lot of damage. Unfortunately, modded rooms tend to be a little savage and do not account for such challenges like this, leading to some rather saucy interactions. By the way, I also didn't consider the fact that this guy's really good because he starts with a piercing weapon. This having piercing is really nice. Oh, dude, Glass One-Stone off the rip is lovely. Free chest here as well. Ooh, that's rather nice. Unfortunately, not the most accurate, but very good range. I think, honestly, for the first floor, we stick with the sword, though. But yeah, that's decent. If we get the synergy for it that makes it into a laser weapon, then it's going to be very good. Beam weapons, I can imagine, being really good too, actually. Anything beam-related seems like it could be incredibly strong. For another ghost. No? Okay, good. Got through that. Nice having to getting a chest where we didn't have to use a key as well. That was rather nice. Careful those bullets. I love a room like that. Normally a bit of a pain in the ass, but do you know what? I think I'm just going to open things and see what we get. We got ourselves kunais. Toss multiple kunais when switching weapons. Ooh. It has a cooldown. Damn it. Obviously it has a cooldown, but I was like, damn, that could have been so good. I mean, it still is pretty good. But it could have been so good. Ah, damn it. That would have been so good, the vampire lady. But we can't actually make that work. Yeah, I feel like this mode could do with some tweaks to make certain things work that normally wouldn't. How much is this, by the way? It's only 10. I probably will buy that. Hello. You want an A tier. I do not have an A tier, but that is a weapon I very much would like. Okay. Good time to do that. Okay, it seems like you can, as long as you don't spam weapon switch, you can use the kunais fairly often. Double key, nice. Holy shit. It's got infinite ammo as well. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, let's take a look. This is the kunai. Toss multiple kunais when you switch weapon. A favorite of the Gungeoneers of a Gungeoneer lost to time. Nice. And then this thing. Gun carved from a tree branch of a great oak. The deadliest... I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Doesn't look like a tree branch. I think this is because there's two guns with the exact same name, so the sprites get confused. But this thing seems pretty mega. It has infinite ammo and no need to reload. So I'm thinking this is going to be pretty gosh darn good. Unless this is just a random quirk, it might not deal damage. I need to read up on this, but get back over there, you. I need to read this thing a little closer and see what it actually does. Pushes around debris on the floor, deals no direct damage. Ah, you. Whoa, what the hell? Why is my blasphemy all crazy? What does blasphemy look like this in here? What the hell's that? That is truly upsetting. Deals no direct damage. It could have been so good. We said we were going to buy this as well, didn't we? Let's buy it. It could have been so good. What a shame. What a shame. I'm trying to think of any way in which we could make it useful, but right now we don't. If we get something where we can like lay down poison and fire, then we can push enemies into that. That's not bad. But for right now, it's completely useless, which is a shame, because if those leaves dealt damage, oh man, would that thing be carrying us hard. So we do have this thing. I do not like the look of this room for us right now. It's a cool design for a room, but it's going to be rather annoying for actually beating the room here. Please don't spawn enemies to the other side. Okay, I think they can teleport or fly, so we can just wait here. Okay, they killed themselves. It's fine. I'm not quite sure what on them. Maybe just the spiky door things, but they're dead now either way. There's my accuracy if I want it. Prize charm ball as well. Laser sight. It's pretty decent. Prize charm ball is also pretty decent. These things need to chill out. Gun muncher. Honestly, I think realistically... you can't take that, dickhead. I was going to say a muncher is not actually a bad idea, but we can't take infinite ammo weapons. I forget that. That accuracy increase would be very nice. What we got here? An active wisp in a bottle. A bottle that contains a whole living star inside of it. Use with caution. Spawns a sun that temporarily inflicts heat stroke onto all enemies in the room. Okay, nice. Seems like it could be quite good. Provided heat stroke does damage, I like it. Okay. Seems pretty good. I'm curious how charging up actives is going to work here. Are we doing crazy amounts of damage that kills the enemies quickly, or have the enemies all been reduced to 1 HP? Because if they've all been reduced to 1 HP, actives are going to take forever to charge. Ooh. Nice room here. Bullet modifier, straight up. Thank you. What is this? Fragile rounds. These bullets have been Tipped with a very exotic toxin that erodes an enemy's resistance to damage. Harvested from cute but rare species of poison-round frogs that reside in the hidden chamber of the Gungeon. Projectiles have a chance to inflict frailty on enemies, which makes enemies take increased damage and vastly increase elemental damage over time. Okay, not very useful, but very, very, very good on the bosses. But overall, not amazing. It does seem like it's going to take us forever and an age to charge our active item, which is a real shame. This active seems real good. Ammo. Don't really need ammo on anything. Okay. Honestly, I think we just stick with the sword for this fight. I'll switch every now and again to fire some kunais, but oh, dude, yeah. The frailty is going to make bosses even easier. Probably should have saved this for a regular room rather than using it on the boss, to be honest. I don't think it's making that much of a difference to the boss fight. It's doing something, but not making a huge difference, I don't think. Taken care of. Please give us a key. It did not give us a key. Ooh, Rubidine's a decent gun. Although, do you know what? Still, I'm going to munch it. Like, Rubidine's fine because it's got bouncy. I just want to see if we can get something that's a little more appropriate for this run by munching. So I'm going to munch anyways. Both these guns are fine as they are, but there's so many things that we could get that are way better. Is this one? Yes, it is. This is very good for us. Portable medical imaging device brought to the Gungeon by by whatever that says. Hasn't seen much field use as diagnosis is a very small part of the standard operating procedure. But this could be really good for us because it's a beam weapon. Beam weapons are going to be very nice. Good. Let's go. I like our chances here. I like our chances. Might not be perfect, but it's not quite as good as that first run. But then again, I feel like whatever my first run is, whether I record like 10 videos or 1 or whatever, the first run I record is always the best. Always so good. And after that, it diminishes a little bit. But yeah, this thing, as long as it doesn't burn through ammo, this thing should be very, very useful for us. Okay, that's very nice. Oh my god, the delayed explosions there was awful. There, yeah, this is incredible. I thought beam weapons would be good. That's pretty decent too. I'm not going to buy the key for now. There could be better stuff from a shop of any kind, so I'll wait. By the way, I have to say this weapon looks really cool as well. The beam that it produces looks pretty awesome. Oh, this room's fucking massive, isn't it? Hopefully it doesn't have a second wave. It does not have a second wave, luckily. I don't really know how this heat wave effect works. It doesn't seem to be killing stuff instantly, so I don't think it's doing damage. Oh my god, that missile, he put it underneath the wall, you cheeky bastard. I was like, where'd that missile go? Hello. What are you? This is the head of the order. Though torn from the rest of its corporeal form, the immortal soul of the High Priest remains bound to this weapon. Ooh, okay. I imagine this isn't going to be super good for us for regular rooms, but for the oh, it gives us flight while we're holding it, though. That's very nice to know. I think it's going to be very good against the... Oh, dude, muscle relaxants as well. That's more accuracy. Buzzsaw, buzzkill even. Oh, dude, the club. There's some good shit here. I don't know what that does, chroma. But there's some good shit here. Right, I'm going to hold... Am I going to hold off? I'm going to buy the buzzsaw at least. Honestly, the buzzsaw and the club. The club kind of seems incredible. Very low accuracy is absolutely fine when we're just trying to hit anything once when it's firing this many bullets. That's what I'm saying, like, completely flips the script on what's valuable and what isn't. I hit that guy and frailed him, but didn't kill him. I'm guessing I hit him during, like, an invincible spawning animation that he has, or something. So I think I'm going to use my X-ray for now. This thing's the best thing we have so far. Just because it's got infinite range. The infinite range, like, matters quite a bit. Extra key, thank you. I've only seen one of our chest rooms so far. This will be the boss, I think. Yep. Got a pretty good sense for that sort of stuff now. Plenty of hours in this game. Nice. To the head of the snake. Buzzsaw, if we can get the synergy, is real, real good. There's a synergy that makes all the buzzsaws get connected by electricity. That would be incredibly good. Okay, and we got ourselves... Is this bouncy bullets? Oh, it is. Beautiful. Bouncy bullets is incredible for us. Makes this beam even stronger. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It is bouncing. Cool. It's just bouncing a bit weirdly as all. Boss time. I guess we use the head of the thingy here. I don't know, like, specifically what this gun is doing, in terms of, like, if it's got anything unique about it, but it seems good. Seems very good. Good boss killer. The rat boots don't really help us, although I suppose they do prevent us from taking fall damage most of the time. Also, this, I didn't think about how valuable this is. I think we should go for the all-stats up. I don't think any of those really other ones matter too much to us. Right, back to... we'll probably keep this thing as a secondary. We'll go back to this thing for the most part until it's out of ammo, I think. Right, away we go. Okay, we've made it further than we have so far. This is our furthest we've got to. Feeling good. Got a decent setup. I'm so ready to destroy. Oh, that did lower our spread a little bit. How much money have I got left? I should have tried to buy muscle relaxants. That would have been a really good reduction to our spread. Although, I suppose with the weaponry we have right now, it doesn't actually matter, because we're using a beam weapon which isn't affected, and the buzzsaw, which doesn't matter, and the club, which doesn't matter. Like, having low spread is actually not super valuable for us on this particular run. Oh, dude. Touch the goddamn mushroom. Ah, I was wondering what else was left. It's just you chilling there. Clearly a few of you about. Yeah, gotta remember I can just walk over pits. Obviously not indefinitely, but I can still walk over them. Right, this thing's almost out, so we'll get this thing ready. Good, good. Dude, that active's almost charged again. What the hell did I just do to get all that active charge? Holy shit. A lot of new enemies. Beautiful. I know what's going to end up killing me is like just a random stray rogue bullet. I don't know if, by the way, I don't know if having bouncy bullets increases the amount of bounces that these buzzsaws will take or not. I'm hoping it does, but I'm not entirely sure if it does or not. Do you know what? Fuck it. Significantly increases war mimic spawn rate. It's brutal, this, on a regular run, but it might actually be really good on this run, because we get more, like, low-tier items from them. And we don't get an item from every war mimic, and we're going to be killing them instantly, so could be kind of fun. Probably quite messy. Could be kind of fun. Might as well do this. JK. JK, decent for the fear, but otherwise its fire rate is too slow to be sort of considered. Mutation's pretty fucking good for us. I think I'm going to buy the keys, though. Get ourselves the flayed revolver. Favorite weapon of a cruel mind flayer, plied lord of the ring. Reloading a full clip allows the bearer to slip beyond the curtain, if only briefly. Huh? Ah, that's kind of cool. We can use this to like shortcut past certain things. It's kind of cool. Don't you dare! Like I say, don't you get mad at me for that. I didn't do that on purpose. Ammo, we want this thing ammoed up. Still, I'm enjoying using this thing for now, though. All good. Slightly sketchy room, but not too bad. But yeah, with a weapon like this, we are going to be randomly bumping into war mimics. Shadow bullets is fantastic for us. Randomly firing extra bullets, I think it's a 25% chance, is really, really nice. Especially with a weapon like this. Extra key, some more ammo. Good stuff. Boss time. I don't even know what this other room could be. It might not even be worth going to, but I feel like I have to full clear. This game is a sort of game where you always full clear, right? Rarely worth it to not. It's the beggar. I'm sorry, but 19 isn't quite enough to give anything to you, so... I think for the boss we go with this thing again. This thing proved to be very good last time. We do have 2 blanks. By the way, the amount of fire damage we're doing to him because of these frailty bullets is insane. He takes so much damage while he's on fire. Very nice. Got ourselves some bandages. Heal half a heart if you go 3 rooms without taking damage, dodge rolling, or stepping in goop. That's a kind of a cool idea. A failed brand of non-stick band-aids. They were originally created to reduce the pain of removing a band-aid. Unfortunately, they tend to fall off in non-optimal conditions. It's a really cool idea. Obviously completely useless for us right now, but... Chaotic Shift could be kind of amazing. Got to see what weapon combos we've got going on here. The poison there is not ideal, but... Okay. Pretty happy with that. Right, let's go. Yeah, I didn't think about how good Chaotic Shift would be. That's attached. Basically, it just massively weakens our damage, but duct tapes a random gun to every gun that we currently have and every future gun we pick up. Which is batshit insane, sometimes a massive downside, but for the most part, it's usually pretty good. It's something that I don't take very often because it's a fun gimmick that can get old fast if you overplay it. But for a situation like this, reduced damage doesn't matter. More bullets is great. Let's see how this floor goes. Yeah, we've got the echolocation bats on this, which I feel could be pretty good. We should be starting to see war mimics this floor as well. Also, it boosted our ammo count as well, which is perfect. Obviously, we are spending more ammo, but... There's a war mimic. We already got one. It sadly did not give us anything. It just gave us some money. What is this? Bulletproof tablecloth. Makes flip tables immune to bullets and most of the sources of damage. That's kind of interesting. I think we should buy this glass squanstone for now. Cell creep, to be fair. Cell creep, we have some value for you. The bandage, don't matter. We can't drop that. This doesn't matter. Weaponry-wise, this doesn't matter. Everything else is valid. Can use this as well, but the poison on this scares me a lot with the bouncy, as you can clearly see. Oh, I just fat-fingered my blank key again. How do I keep doing that? There was 2 of them next to each other. So they can drop items, by the way. It's just a lower chance. That was cheeky, though. There's another one! There's another one! Oh my fucking god! I told you it'd add some spice. This is a very good weapon for us. Oh wait, has this got the Sunlight Glaive mixed with it? That's kind of funny. Sunlight Javelin, sorry. This is really good because it just hums and does a bunch of damage. Good. There's a mini boss? Yeah, mini boss should get wrecked by the by this thing. I don't quite know what's going on with the secondary ammo. It seems to have done something weird. The secondary ammo type seems to be doing some odd stuff. Oh, my God. I need to be so ready for the war mimics. They've introduced a level of difficulty into this that I was not prepared for or expecting. Damn it, no! What a shame. Okay, we're going to give it one more real attempt where we get past, like, the first floor, and then we'll leave it at that. But so far, this has been fun. I've been enjoying it. One more run of the gauntlet. Let's go. Let this be a success straight away. Yeah, I want to get one more run that at least gets past the first floor. If we die early, we'll keep it going. But I reckon we've got it in us. I reckon we can do it. About. We got some good weapons that last one, though. We got some stuff that worked pretty well for us. Let's just hope we can have similar results this time round. Again, I think I'm just going to open stuff. Not a great weapon for this challenge, but a pretty good boss killer, so I don't mind that at all. Free chest is very nice too. Okay. Damn it! As if he got me. Don't know what to think about this thing. It's kind of good in a way because it has so much ammo. My guy, you are a cheater. My dude cheated. He shot round the corner. We ride at dawn, let's go. We can do this. Thank you for the extra key. Oh no, raccoon. My poor fella, raccoon. You are the best of all of us. I could have kept him as a pet. I wish I could have. Ooh, we do love a room with a bunch of bulletkin. We do love a room with a bunch of bulletkin. I'm just speedrunning a little bit here now. I just want to get to my chest as soon as possible. A little bit of extra money there, thank you. I fired like 5 swords at that. No, it was like 3 swords at that guy. Somehow I didn't hit a single one of them. Not this time, hand. Not this time. White flag doesn't do anything for us. Table tech and vulnerability sounds pretty useful, but I doubt it's as simple as it sounds. I doubt it's the case that if I grab that, flipping a table makes me invulnerable for 5 seconds or something. It's probably like half a second or something like that. Crack that open. Ugh. Almost entirely fucking useless. It does something, but it's not much of something. Better, but still not great. Damn you, game. I don't have A-tier things to throw at you. I wish I did. Helix bullets would be so nice right now. Okay. I do really like the anvilin. My only problem with it is obviously its ammo isn't the best. But it is a good gun. It's actually a really good room clear. It's a much better room clear than boss killer in a regular run. The hell is this thing? It has a lot of ammo. I like that. Press reload or shoot while reloading to attempt to parry. Successful parrying a bullet will instantly reload the weapon. A 3-burst rifle from the Gemini of Man's prototypes and experimental department. Despite its simple nature, a well-timed parry can effectively disarm incoming fire, and the adrenaline rush was enough to get troops to reload quicker. Nice. I mean, could be just a decent gun all around. I mean, a revive is certainly nice. I'll take it. I'll take a revive. Okay. We do have 2 keys as well remaining. We have 1 chest here. I'm just going to destroy the chest and go to the oubliette, I think. Unfortunately, this this weapon is actually not great for us. It's very, very, very slow firing in terms of, like, the delay between bursts. On a regular run, can imagine it's great. But I'm not attempting to parry with this thing on this run. And I do think that its fire rate is a little too slow to make it useful. I think our sword is much, much better for a regular room clear. But we got down to the oubliette already, so this is officially the last run from now on, even if we die in the first couple of rooms here. So let's hope we can piece this together and do well enough to get a successful run going. Hopefully we can. We shall see. We do have a revive as well, so that does give us a bit more leeway. I realise for a challenge like this, having a revive is a little bit cheaty. I've always said, a lot of people ask me, why don't you go into the blue portals more often? My biggest reason, and the developer does know this, it's not like something that is unknown, and I understand why it doesn't have, but I just think that the blue portal needs a lot more options to make it more appealing to go there more often. Like, from my side as a player that has played with the mod on for probably about 1,000 hours, if not a little more, it's like it's gotten quite samey with me because there's only so many abilities you can grab. But fucking really, okay, you better revive me. I'm not counting that. I'm not. I said it was going to be the last one if I died. I'm not counting that. That was a stupid death. And also my revive didn't work. But yeah, I don't go down there very often because I have seen the abilities down there like 100 times each. There's a few of them I haven't used much. The Pitfall Master and the weapon thrower one, the Gunslinger one. I need to use those more often. They are pretty cool. But I would definitely like to see more variety in those, but at the same time, I understand why there isn't, because they're time-consuming to make, and you need to have the ideas for them in the first place and stuff. And for the regular, like, mod consumer, most people aren't going to have the same fatigue I have with it. So I'm coming from a more biased position in terms of why I don't particularly use them very often. It's not that I don't like them either. I do like them quite a lot. I think they're really cool. I just don't want to overdo it. We go again. We go again. Yeah, I'm also just hyper aware that people like the long episodes. So I will give you what you want. An episode that's only just over an hour? Puh. People will turn their nose up at that. People will be like, what have you done here? Why haven't you given us a 2-hour movie worth of content? This room's quite a long one. Got through it in the end, but that was a rather long room. Good thing I know now that I can speed run through the first floor reasonably effectively. Lovely. So GG isn't there? No, it's another Nitro. Thought there was one more GG. To be fair, I've just had a thought. If I can guard flash effectively, oh my god. It's a bit risky, but if I can guard flash effectively, goddamn, it's going to be good. Movement speed up, it's nice to have. It's not amazing for us, though. I can kill a whole room with a guard flash, so if I can do it effectively, that'd be pretty kind of sick. The only thing is I'm not very good at guard flashing, so... There you go. These can't kill me anyways, so no fear here. I lied! They can kill me. It absolutely booped me off the edge there. I was not expecting that at all. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm going to try and use the guard flashing a little more often here, because it's a little tricky to get right, but if I can get it right, it'll be incredible. I've just got to sort of know when to use it and when to not bother, because it's not always going to be useful. In fact, most rooms it's probably not worth doing, but rooms like that, it's just bloody brilliant. By the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, there's a weird trick with the bullet, where if you swing, press reload, and turn around all at the same time, it will hit basically the entire room at once. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it only does the damage of a swing, so it's not like crazy strong, but for a mode like this, it's obviously very, very effective. It deletes all the bullets on the screen as well. It's very, very cool. But it's kind of a bit niche. Elevator button. Ooh, this could be interesting. Elevator button would be rather interesting. Take us to a unique floor. Some extra money for destroying that guy. See, that's where it's good. You walk, basically, if I can open pretty much every room with a guard flash, that's going to be pretty useful. The only issue is going to be enemies that do an on-death effect. It's going to actually make those a little harder if I accidentally kill them straight away and don't see them beforehand, because then I'm not going to be able to sort of prep for it. What's going on? Gonna be honest, I did not think that was a backrooms entrance. I was like, what's going on here? I thought it was just like a little generation bug. It was not. It was a backrooms entrance. So unfortunately, we skipped out on a few chests there, which isn't ideal. There isn't much danger down in the backrooms. There is a few rooms that have darkness and spikes in them, which are pretty evil. But as long as I don't get stuck on a wall, they should be fine. Extra damage, we don't need it. We'll take one of these, though. Give me a friend. You got ice cream. It's an active item. Dude, are these shrines broken? I keep getting things that aren't familiars from them. When used near an enemy with a gun, replaces their gun with an ice cream. Enemies with ice creams are non-hostile and will seek out other enemies with guns and try to share that ice cream. Okay, to be fair, that is kind of a familiar. The ice cream sundae is happiness in dairy format, an irresistible, timeless classic that needs no introduction or explanation. Getting it into the hands of frenzied gundead may provide difficult, but that difficulty is more than made up for by the friendship she'll make by going through the effort of doing it anyways. Interesting. So if you haven't seen the backrooms before, the backrooms is the backrooms, like the copy pasta stuff, but it has some potentially really good loot in it. I'm just using my sword here to pull myself along so I move a bit faster. So that's the exit there to leave. We just gotta hope we go the right way. There's so many wrong ways and very few teleporters. Yeah. So, like I said, dead end there. The map is also fairly confusing. It's not going to be super clear if you've gone the right way or not. I'm just hoping we find the loot quickly. Luckily, we're coming down here with 3 keys, which is really nice. Okay, here's our teleporter here. So this is a dark room. These often have an exit, but don't always. This one looks to be one without an exit. Okay. And nothing there. Ookie spooky down here. I tell ya, ookie spooky. As you can see, there is some traps here and there. Not an awful lot, but there is some. Nothing much there. So I think now we've been everywhere here. We went through there, we went through there, we've tried going through there. Now back to the starting room again. Teleport to wherever this takes us. I always go the dead end first somehow. I don't know how I manage it, but I always do. Give me some cool loot, game. Give me some cool loot. Another dark room here. This one actually does have... Actually, this dark room has 2 exits. I don't think I've ever seen a dark room with 2 exits before. Yeah. Make our way. There is a time limit in this area as well. If we're too slow, we will unfortunately be basically forcibly removed from this area by an entity. But you do have a good amount of time to explore. I don't know how long it is, but you do have a good amount of time. Hey, so there's our first room. Hey, bouncy bullets is nice. Don't know what that is. That is... Oh, that's just a Cranthony ring. It just looks way better now. Nice, okay. So that's our first loot room. Normally, there's typically between 1 and 4 loot rooms from what I've seen so far. Normally, it's only 2, but I think they can be up to 4. I think it is random. I think they can technically be an unlimited amount. Nope. Got a weird little buffer there. Here's another loot room. Unfortunately, a pretty pitiful loot room. Looks like a dark room with no exit. Oh wait, no, there's an exit here. Okay. I think this is it for this area, so back to the start again. I'm pretty sure back to the start again. Okay. Dark room up here. I always like to try and stick to the walls and then work my way around. There you go. Got another teleporter in here. Very lost on where I am now. Hello, hello. We don't have a lot of money, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a shame. We also don't have many things to synergize with, but I'll open this up anyways. Great. Oh wait, no, this isn't the weapon I thought it was. Roll to immediately reload. Rolling like this over any bullet makes the next shot a critical. Unique breach mechanic. I thought this was the bolt lever action, the D tier, but it's not. Allows for speedy reloading during a tumble of motion. Not planned as a feature originally, this speedy reload was discovered by a particularly limber gunslinger. Nice. Some sort of tofu piece. Amber dye. Chance for enemy projectiles to be friendly instead. Wow, that's actually potentially really good. Ooh, that's pretty good. Sad that we didn't get enough money to buy anything from him, but hey ho. I don't think we went through this dark room over here. It's just hard to keep track of where you've been and where you haven't been. That's kind of part of the back rooms, right? It's part of the charm of the back rooms. And no escape from this room. Okay, I think that's it for this area. Back again. I'm going to quickly hop back through here and just double check we did go through everywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Not the best loot so far from this. It's been decent, but I've definitely seen better. I've seen rainbow chests down here multiple times, so... A dark room here. A very large dark room as well, wow. Take me to the loot. We've got no keys left as well now, which is not ideal. Dark room over here. So many huge rooms. My goodness. We found it. This is the premier loot room. Lovely stuff. That's a mimic. Wow, he just killed something in one hit. Okay. I don't know what stopped this guy from coming at me, but... I'll grab everything I can before he does. Before you get me, I'm gonna come over here. Right, let me just take a look at what I got here. This is very good for us, by the way. We got the... So, first of all, we got this dwarven friend. All dwarves... No, you can never mine too deep. The depths are your home. Increased damage the lower in the gungeon you go. Small chance to critical reload. The stereoscope continuously emits sound at a pitch corresponding to aim direction and fires sonic waves which only damage enemies that resonate with the current pitch. Each enemy type resonates with a specific pitch that remains the same until leaving the gungeon. Enemies are stunned while they are resonating, and sonic waves deal extra damage when fired in time with the beat. A sonic weapon that was once very popular amongst 90s kids and kin, doomed to fall into obscurity after the advent of the I-bomb and later the I-pern. While the stereoscope ability to incapacitate the gun dead is indisputable, it's anyone's guess as to whether its prevailing theory regarding the gun dead sensitivity to certain frequencies holds any weight, or if they just really despise the average gungeoneer's taste in music. We've also got ourselves the Whacker? I don't know. But this gun's really good for us, though. As you can see. I believe it fires until you reload. Sorry, until you roll, sorry. This is cool. I don't know how good this will end up being for us. Also, what's this little dude, this little freakazoid we got here? Man of Mystery. A mystery companion. While their goals and motives remain unknown, it's clear they're in this for the long haul. Nice. We also got Hazmat Suit. Very nice. When entering combat, appears frail to all enemies. Frails double receive damage. Nice. Okay, some very good stuff here. I guess I should use this for a bit. I'm going to keep my sword out for now, so I can move around a bit past it. But this will be the last area. Having poison on all of our shots here from that goop thing is going to be really good too. What on earth? 61? Scamming prick. I don't have 61. Right, the ghost boy is like hot on our tail here. Pit Lord Amulet's pretty good here. Chests upgraded, damn. I'm stupid. I obviously should have done that earlier. I did, however, hear a chest upgrade over here somewhere. I'm just going to lead this guy around a minute. Oh, wait, no. Wait. I've just realized something. This guy's going to fuck me over real hard if I'm not careful. Just eat me. If that stuff poisons me, I'm going to die. I just get out of there. If I'd have found that chest shrine earlier, I could have made every chest in there a black chest. That would have been thick. Either way, we've got a good setup here. Good setup. Wasn't what I was expecting to come out of this with, but this is something rather spicy. You watch me die literally instantly. One second. Let's keep chugging along here. Okay, Cartographer's Ring. Very nice here. Weaponry-wise, I think I'm going to use this thing to start with just so we can get the chest. Actually, to be fair, this thing could be really bad for us, now that I think about it. Because... oh, God. Because we could end up in a situation where this thing could easily fuck us over. Because it could use the grappling hook, and I could pull myself into a dangerous situation. The covering the room in poison like this is so good for us right now. Like, most enemies are going to spawn in and die. I do not want ammo for it. Boss-wise, I think probably the AWP is going to be good here. Yep, there you go. Pretty much destroyed him. We've said about how good the club is, and we've got a synergy with the club and Makarov as well. This is good. That's a really good weapon for us right now. Still going to use this thing to finish off the ammo. What we got going on in here? Turtle problem. We've also got the Beastmaster synergy with it too. Don't know what that does. Nothing else to buy on this floor. I'll buy another key. Okie dokie. Right, this thing's nearing run of ammo. I'm kind of interested to see what that Dwarven Axe thing does with the synergy. I wonder if it says. Beastmaster. Chance to charm an enemy on reload. Okay, nothing special, but decent. I fucking knew it. The moment by the slow enemy bullets here is great. The moment I touched it, I had that inkling, that feeling. I'm so glad that I was quick enough to react to that. That would have been a devastating way to die. Oh, I just grappling hooked there by accident. And again, no. The grappling hook. Could be decent. I think... okay, this thing's kind of useless, unfortunately. I want to see how the stereo thing does. I think I'm going to have that as my backup. Okay, it's crap. For this mode, it's crap. It might be good generally, but for that mode, it ain't doing it for us, sadly. It doesn't deal direct damage, at least initially, so it's kind of unusable for us. How do we fire that many bullets and we hadn't hit him there? It's actually crazy. This thing's actually not great with the accuracy it has, to be honest. Maybe we'll just use this thing for a bit and then keep this thing as a backup. In terms of this, definitely want to get rid of that because it's terrible. And we're going to get rid of this as well because although it's interesting, for this run it's not going to do us any good. I'm sad to see it go and sad I couldn't try it more properly, but... oh, thank you. The Radiant Coil is insanely good. Baba Yaga isn't very good for us though, unfortunately. Because it's, you put it... wait, is it the one I think it is? Pocket pistol, blooded by years of contract killing when its owner quit the trade. This gun was lost to the Gungeon. When reloading, hitting enemy will steal ammo from them. Luckily, the ammo is universal. Bosses will have fuller ammo cases stolen from it. Okay, it's not the gun I thought it was. Still not very useful for us, though, because it's going to be tricky to use. we have anything that needs ammo right now? Not really. The coil is going to be insanely good. For bossing, I think we probably want to just go with this. I think the AWP is going to be our best bossing tool. But I kind of want to follow it up with this. Okay, I do not like this situation. Honestly, I think I'm mainly going to use my sword, you know, keep myself alive. It's Door Lord. Fuck you, Door Lord. And it's this attack as well that hits me constantly. Okay. I'm going to use the sword for the entire fight here, because this is unfortunately really, really rough. Luckily, we have hazmat suits, so we're not going to be taking damage to that the fire that he leaves behind. I'm seeing some friendly bullets pop out there. There's certain attacks that he does that I'm going to have to just blank straight away, like that one. It's really funny that the friendly bullets that he spawns will actually also leave poison behind. So he can spawn poison coming from himself. Okay, that was a little trick we got there. Already got poison immunity, thank God. Okay, the coil is going to be God tier. Absolutely God tier for the rest of this run. Because it kills instantly, obviously, and it can hit every enemy from anywhere in the room at once. Probably the single best weapon from Vanilla Gungeon for this challenge that I can think of. There's no, the camera. The camera's probably slightly better, although the ammo on the camera isn't as good. It's a lot lower, so maybe this thing is the best. I don't know. You guys in the comments, give me some of your theories of modded weapons, vanilla weapons, what you think could be the best for this challenge. I think this thing's probably the best. However, apparently they have to be visible on screen. I didn't realize that, so that makes it a little weaker. It's still very good though. Apart from absolutely massive rooms, it's going to be good. Wow, we have so many keys right now. Wow, okay, interesting room there. Intriguing room. Sadly, our bow isn't very good. Anything with charge up is not going to be very good for us. I'll see what we got going on the shop before I give my money to the beggar. Wow, it destroyed the turrets? I didn't even know it could do that. Didn't even know this could do that. Beautiful. Another key. Mental. Okay, shop, what do you got for me? The duck gun is good, but not really useful for us right now. But double duck is one of my favorite weapons for regular runs. Worried about those explosions, accidentally killing myself by killing an enemy too fast. Oh my god, I realized my mistake so quickly then. Oh, nice, we got the accuracy up we wanted before, and we got a synergy with it too. Let me just drop it and pick it back up again to see what that synergy is. Hey, diazepam synergy, okay. That's a very good one. No, which synergy is the diazepam one? Maybe it's not the one I'm thinking of. Another glass Guanstone, very welcome. Look at all my little turtles with their top hats. It's beautiful. Okay, boss time. Sword again is very good. And probably the AWP, as I said before. With the diazepam thing going on, it might be even better. I love the way that he's just leaving poison by like all of his own bullets. It's just so funny to me. Does make things slightly more confusing when there's a bunch of these yellow bullets around, but they're reasonably distinct, so it's not that bad. There you go. No problem at all with that guy. Another mimic. What's the sitch there? We got comfy slippers, increased movement speed and dodge roll speed while on carpeted surfaces, and the heart box, left over from bulk shipment. Can store all sorts of things. Interesting. Okay, let's go. Kind of want to use this thing for a little bit as well. This thing's just mental, absolutely mental. I'm kind of like drawn to it. Just a bit drawn to it. I just like the idea of covering the entire room in projectiles and poison. Like, especially the poison, laying that down so the next wave spawns in on top of it is actually amazing. Also, actually, is this going to be worse with the muscle relaxant? Because now we're going to have less spread on it. And it comes with a lot of spread by default. So, I don't know. Just got to remember, it fires until we dodge roll or interrupt it in some other way, which is not always super valuable to us. But I think what we want to be doing is this, basically. Firing off one quick burst. Fucking shit. Yeah, it screwed us over there. Damn, unfortunate that was 2 very good runs we had during the midst of all that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one nonetheless. This is a fun game mode that is quite crazy. Cool to see the back rooms again. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.